Good afternoon, Lincoln. Mitzi Cruz here, host of Lincoln Live. And today we have the pleasure of being here live with Lew Forrest.
Hello.
I cannot tell you guys enough about this man. He is such an incredible asset to the Lincoln community. And so I'm going to let him tell you guys just in what capacity he serves our community. So first, Lew, if you could start off, thank you for being here today.
Welcome. Glad to be here.
And can you start off by telling us a little bit about yourself and all the many incredible hats you wear?
I can. Let's see. I was born as a very small child. It's supposed to get a laugh, but I don't hear you guys, so I hope you found it amusing. I'm a third-generation native in the area. I was raised in Sacramento. I've lived here in Lincoln since '02. I live out on a couple acres outside of town. I enjoy my quiet. Let's see. I'm a 14-year Army vet. I was full-time California Army National Guard. Most of my time was here in California, which was great. I served in the operations community, and that meant fire, disaster, flood, etc. I worked in all of those aspects. Currently, I'm a realtor here with Century 21. I live and work and play and do all that in Lincoln. Mitzi and we're not competitors, we're collaborators.
Yes.
And I really like to make that distinction because, sometimes there's a little different thought on that. I'm heavily involved in the community. I'm an ambassador with the Lincoln Chamber of Commerce. I was on the committee for our Lincoln Showcase, which was just last weekend, which was a rousing success.
Yes.
We had a fantastic time with that. But more importantly, I'm heavily involved in the Placer County Veteran Stand Down. And that's kind of my soul mission, if you will, my heart mission.
Right.
Being a veteran, and we have so many veterans out there that are broken in so many ways.
Yeah.
And it has to be grassroots solutions.
That's right. And I appreciate the fact that you spend your time giving back and trying to help with solutions.
Right.
To help these men and women repair their lives and repair their relationships, and just really looking at a holistic approach to helping them out.
Absolutely.
So how long have you been involved with the Veterans Placer?
The Placer Veterans Stand Down. Well, I'd like to talk a little bit about where the stand down came from first, because a lot of people don't know there's so many different veterans organizations out there. The term stand down started in the Vietnam era.
Okay.
And what that meant there was, while the units and the guys are on the line and they're in combat for weeks and months at a time, they would bring them off the line to a safe and secure area where they would stand down from combat operations for, a couple weeks or whatever. And it was time to get cleaned up, to relax, get well fed, to get their medical issues taken care of, to get new clothes and all that. That got brought forward in the mid-'80s in San Diego as a concept of bringing help to the homeless veteran.
Sure.
So they could come off of the streets for a few days, get cleaned up, get their health taken care of, and when people have those needs taken care of, they can make better decisions.
That's right. Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. And I know this is probably a heavy question, but what would you attribute, so much homelessness in the veteran population to?
Well, first, one of the things I do like to do is redefine homelessness. Many of us have an idea that the homeless are the guy down at the river.
Right.
And that's not always the case. Homeless can be the guy or the gal or the family that's in the weekly rate hotel.
Right.
That can be the guy, the gal, or the family that's couch surfing.
Right.
It's another definition of homeless. They have no permanent place to be.
Right.
And when we change our mindset about that, it changes the dynamic.
Sure.
Because sometimes we look at the guy, and we serve the guy down on the river too.
Right. Right.
That's one of our primary focuses.
Got it.
And our credo, our mission statement is a hand up, not a hand out.
And how long has your organization been?
This stand down, this last one was our 8th year at the Placer County's Fairgrounds. Now it's called the Grounds.
Sure.
We split off from the Sacramento stand down, which
Okay.
had been going for about 20 years. And what we bring, we offer our services to all veterans in Placer County. And we're not too particular if you're not from Placer County either.
Gotcha. So there's no proof of residency or any other
Nope.
documentation?
Well, you do have to have a DD 214.
Of course.
That's your entrance paperwork.
Sure.
And so a sign that says, "Veteran, please help," written on some cardboard,
Right.
doesn't get it with us.
Sure.
You know?
And do you have resources if somebody didn't have that paperwork, but they were eligible?
We
Okay.
have VA on site. We have all of the veterans organizations on site. We actually have Placer County courts there also.
Really?
To take care of minor stuff, minor infractions, no appearances, etc. We're able to take care of community service on site.
Got it. So what other types of services are you providing?
God, probably the biggest draw is the free dental that we offer.
Sure.
And we have, last year, I have the numbers here, but I'll just ballpark them for convenience sake. We served about 350 people dental care.
Wow.
And that ranged anywhere from just simple cleanings, exams, all the way up. I think we did about 150 full extractions.
Really?
You know, on site. We have California Care Force, which we partner with, and they bring a lot of the equipment. Local dentists and hygienists volunteer their time to come out and do this. We had 16 stations going during 2 days of the event.
Wow.
You know, and yeah.
When is that typically held?
Mid-May, we have to partner with several different agencies. One, the Placer County Fairgrounds, to get the time reserved, because we take over the entire fairgrounds for this, because we also house our homeless for 3 days while this is going on.
Wow.
We probably have about 150 to 200 volunteers that show up. We get about 400 to 500 veterans that may show up.
Yeah.
You know, for services.
Wow.
We housed about 150 veterans this last year for the 3 days. And that wasn't just men. That was also, there were women that we housed, homeless women veterans,
Yeah.
which is a whole nother dynamic and slice of the population.
Right.
We also housed families,
Oh.
you know, and we had children that were there. You know, homeless women with their children,
Gosh,
you know,
that
that are
gets
veterans.
Me.
It's absolutely, it's heartbreaking and it's uplifting at the same time.
Right.
You know,
Oh gosh, I got a little choked up there.
it's serious.
Oh, thank you for that. Thank you for all that you guys do. And if somebody wanted to get involved and volunteer, how would they go about doing that?
You can go online to www.placerveteranstanddown.org. You can call me at the number up here. I can get you signed up. One of the really disturbing things is getting younger folk involved in any of our community organizations.
Right.
I'm one of the youngest volunteers on staff.
Wow.
And exactly, you know, and I'm 50. You know, so the oldest gentleman actually that we served this last year, he was a homeless veteran. He's 87 years old.
Oh my gosh.
You know, I mean, these are realities that we're dealing with out there with our veteran population.
Right. Well, for all of you guys that are watching, please make a note of Lew's contact information. There's also you can see here. I'm like, check
Do
it
the
out
banner
myself.
thing.
Yeah. So placerveteranstanddown.org. So definitely check out that website. And so, as you guys know, we like to be very interactive, and so I'd like to open it up for any questions or comments. Does anybody have any questions or comments at this time?
Most comments are just, thank you for your service,
Yeah.
thank you for all the help, lots of, just love for our veterans,
That's
all of them.
That's awesome.
Right.
Yeah.
Do we have a time for a little story of one of our
Please.
successes?
Yes, I would love that. And don't make me cry again.
I'm gonna, because I get choked up every time I share it. Because we see so many people that come in. I mean, we do have the guy with the shopping cart that's arguing with the tree.
Right.
I'm just putting this out really realistically. There was a gentleman that showed up 2 years ago, and we provide free clothing, we provide used clothing, also veterinary care for their animals. Sometimes that's the only family they have.
Right.
Counseling, I mean, the resources are just amazing. If you go on our website, you'll see a lot of it. I understand it's under construction right now. But on the very last day, we get a lot of new gear. So we have boots and backpacks and sleeping bags and all kinds of gear for our veterans, and we issue that out on the last day. We serve the homeless first.
Yeah.
And 2 years ago, there was one gentleman, and he was hanging around the National Guard Armory where we distribute all this as long as he could. You could tell he did not want to go back out on the streets.
Yeah.
And he looked at me right in the eyes, and he said, "I'll be here to help next year. Because if I'm not, I'll be dead." And he went on his way. This last year, this gentleman showed up, had his estranged wife back in his life. He was in his car with his dogs, and he showed up to help. He's living up in Auburn now, has a small apartment. He donates some of his time to the food bank up there.
Wow.
And he said it's because of the stand down, because we were able to connect them with the resources. We have Lighthouse counseling there. We have 12-step meetings on site. You know, we have drug and alcohol recovery services available to all of our veterans out there. And it was really a life saved.
Right.
You know, and I share that story because that's the heart of what we do. You know, we've helped turn some of our women veterans, their lives around, because sometimes they just need to get off of the street for a little bit.
Right.
They need to get out of that life for just a little bit so they can connect and get those resources that are there, just to give them that hand up out of that place that they're at and find out they're not alone.
Right.
It's a powerful, powerful experience, and it's 100% grassroots. We're 100% volunteer-based. You know, we are a 501c3. We are not for profit, and it takes a lot of time and it takes a lot of money to do this.
I know, that's right.
You know.
Yeah, well, thank you again. I mean, everything, you know, gosh, it touches me very much. You know, I personally, I have a few different family members who've been in that situation. You know, my own sister right now is homeless and has been for a couple of years, and so you know, unfortunately, she's not a veteran, but she, you know, just you know, it's very touching to me. So I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
So why don't you tell us about casino night?
Oh yeah, our big fun. I get so wrapped up in what our mission is.
Yeah.
Our casino night is our main fundraiser for the year. That's coming up October 6th, so Saturday after this one. It's at the Roseville Veterans Hall on Park Drive. Tickets, if you get them before October 1st, which is right around the corner, they're $35 a piece. You can reach out to me. I have them on hand. You can purchase them online at the website up here. We'll also have a poker tournament for a $25 buy-in, and there's 3 cash awards, and I will do my best to shame you if you win to give your cash back to the stand down. We're going to have just some amazing silent auction and raffle prizes. I'm on the silent auction. I'm raffling off one of my hand-forged barbecue sets. I make them out of railroad spikes, and I blacksmith out on the side for stress relief and therapy and all that.
Fun.
We also have a signed football by Joe Namath with certification on it, a Peja Stojakovic basketball, former Kings fame. So we really have some great stuff. And this is our main fundraiser to accomplish our mission.
So, are you guys at capacity for raffle prizes, or
we can always use more support?
Okay, well,
we don't say no to help.
Well, I definitely want to provide a raffle prize, so we can talk more about that offline. But But yeah, I'm excited. I definitely want to bring my husband and come out. And so this is a 21 and older event, right?
Absolutely.
And I hear there'll be some wine and beer there.
There's going to be wine and beer. We also are going to have a wine wall with higher quality wines. So you can purchase a wine cork, and your wine cork will have a number on it. And it's $10 for a wine cork. And when you go at the end of the night, the wine bottles on the rack, we're hoping to have 72 bottles of wine.
Really?
Minimum is a $15 value on up to $100 bottles of wine. So
that being said, you also need bottles of wine.
We need the right bottles of wine.
Right.
Yes, no $2 chucks, please.
No. You know, it's funny because we actually spoke with Dr. Grover Lee of White's Villa a couple months ago, and just because now I'm a wine club member, I've been going there. I'm spoiled. I can't drink that store-bought stuff anymore.
It's me and my coffee. So.
Right? Same thing. No Folgers for you, huh?
No.
Well, awesome. You know, I probably have a couple bottles I could,
So did you, how did you hear about Stand Down? Why did you get involved?
It was 5 years ago, I think it was. I was asked by a chaplain in Rancho Cordova to come out and help out with one of the events in Sacramento a few years ago, and I'd been peripherally aware of what stand downs are. And the Sacramento stand down is what's called a closed campus, and that means it's homeless vets only. When they're checked in, they do not leave for the 3 days.
Oh, wow.
Okay, it's very strict, it's very regimented, it's very military.
Got it.
But I walked on the campus that they had there, and my heart broke.
Yeah.
My heart absolutely broke, because they probably had 300-400 veterans, homeless veterans there.
Right.
Or those that are on the verge of homelessness, and seeing the conditions some of these people were in, I knew I had to help. I knew where I was called to be.
That's right. It's good. You really have to listen to that when there's a door opened and that's your heart's there. You just have to follow that. That's awesome that you're. I just think the world of you, Lew. I just really want you to know that.
Thanks, Mitzi.
So, questions? Yes.
I do. I have a question.
Okay.
So, are your services that you guys provide, is it only at the fair, or do you guys do that throughout the year?
It's only at the fair. I'm actually putting together a comprehensive list of all stand downs in this area in Northern California. There's one that's going I believe it's October 10th, 11th, and 12th, and it's going to be at Nevada County Fairgrounds. So Nevada County is having their stand down coming up right now. For those that are in further need, we provide follow-up services, and we're also able to help refer.
Right.
But we are a volunteer organization, so we don't have an office. We don't have paid staff, so we do follow up with anybody that calls, and we'll get them in touch with the services that they need.
Yeah, and I think that's really important to note, because when you're not necessarily in a nonprofit setting, maybe people don't realize that just because somebody reaches out to you and the stand down event isn't going to take place for a couple months, it doesn't mean that you can't get them referred.
Absolutely.
And connected to the right resources in the community that they're in order to help them get back on their feet.
Yeah, because the resources are out there. What we do is pull them into one place to where it's easy to access them for those 3 days.
Right. Gosh, this is such a great interview. I'm really enjoying talking to you about everything that you guys are doing, and it just makes my heart happy.
So you have casino night. Is that only one time a year?
That's one time a year. We accept donations of gently used clothing all year, because we do set up used clothing shop at the stand down. And we also do accept donations of new socks, new underwear, and that's probably one of the most important things a homeless man or woman can have is a clean pair of socks and clean underwear.
Well, right.
And hygiene items.
And that's the thing. Nobody wants, people want those items, brand new. Nobody wants anybody's hand-me-downs when it comes to those. So, I mean, just keeping that in mind, gifting with respect, I think is really important. You were going to ask?
I was thinking out loud that maybe the leftover donations from the Christmas.
And keep an eye out on our website, because we do have smaller scale fundraisers throughout the year. We may do a car wash. We may do some auction items and this and that, but we're constantly trying to organically raise money, and we need our community to do it.
That's right.
So.
Yes, I can't think of, another just amazing place for people who want to help, who maybe don't know how to help or what to do, to get your help in the right hands, so that it can go straight to the men and women that have served our country, that, they're the reason why we're free, and so we need to help them.
Yep. And the realtor community has been fantastic, and I don't mean just the realtors. I donate a portion of all of my commissions to the Stand Down. But title companies have donated cash, to that. Some of the lenders and some of the banks and Century 21s and Remax and Realty One and Keller Williams, and a lot of them have supported the Stand Down. Because we have to have money to make the wheels turn.
Right. Well, it's so important. I feel like as a realtor, and obviously we're just looking from one aspect, but just in general, it's not just our job to help people buy and sell homes. It's also our job to improve our community and look out for those who maybe can't look out for themselves in the moment.
Absolutely.
I totally agree with you. So I just want to see if anybody else had any questions or comments, or just a lot more.
Is there anywhere, where do they go to donate?
Actually, if it's clothing or whatever, we can pick it up. Just schedule pickups. A few of us set some room aside in our garage. We do have a storage area for things like that also. But as I said, we'll come by and pick it up.
And cash?
Cash, preferably, but you can donate online. We do have a donate button there, so it could be PayPal, which is probably one of the most safe and secure ways to do it. I don't like handling cash because it just makes me nervous.
Yep, I totally get that. So, I mean, somebody could do something like even a $5 a month monthly donation. Or whatever they can give. It doesn't have to be.
Absolutely.
I think when we think of sponsoring or donating to an organization such as this, we kind of think, well, that's the job of people that, have money to just willy-nilly, donate here and there. But that's not it. I mean, really, again, $5. Even if 100 people did $5 a month.
That's a lot.
Can you imagine? That really makes a big difference.
And the fact we have no paid staff, that means 100% of your dollar is going directly to support the veteran.
That is awesome. How many people are involved with the board? And
there is 9 on the board.
Yeah.
And one of them just vacated, and I've been nominated for a position on the board. That means exactly.
Yeah.
It's yay, I get to do more.
Yeah.
And I get to give more.
Yeah. Well, and I love the fact that your background is that you yourself are a veteran, so you've experienced this firsthand, and gosh.
What amazes me is some of our volunteers. We have a lot of female volunteers. I don't know how better to put it. The past president of the board, Ellie Ramsey, the amount of time and energy and just devotion that some of these women give to the Stand Down just absolutely humbles me and blows my mind. I mean, I just can't comprehend it. Sometimes I can't, and I just don't feel like I could ever do enough.
Wow. That's awesome. That is so great.
Yeah.
Well, gosh, I have just really enjoyed our time, and
Been a hoot.
yeah. Do you have anything else that we haven't talked about that you wanted to kind of cover? Or?
We talked a little bit about the chamber.
Yeah.
And the chamber's a big supporter of the stand down too. What are
know
you going to do?
Okay, no, before I forget, because I really wanted to talk about Leadership Lincoln.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because you just started with Leadership Lincoln, right?
Yep, my wife and I. We're both ambassadors with the chamber.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So you guys started the Leadership Lincoln 2018, 2019 class.
Right.
So tell us a little bit about that, because maybe there's some folks watching that might be interested in potentially, attending a future class.
Right. Leadership Lincoln it's a class that's a year long. Once a month, you devote a day, and it's going really deep into all the civic organizations, everything that makes a community like Lincoln and the surrounding areas tick. So it's getting involved with the city councils. It's getting involved with, we got to go see Gladding McBean last week.
Yeah, that was cool.
That was just absolutely fantastic. I've lived here since '02, and I've never been able to do a tour of it because of ADA stuff.
Right.
And get to see how they operate. But finding everything it takes to keep our community going, from wastewater to what our high school farm here does, to so many different aspects that make Lincoln what Lincoln is. It's a very unique place with a true sense of identity and community.
Absolutely. No, I love that. So I did the last Leadership
Yeah.
Lincoln class. Yeah. So I'm really looking forward to seeing your class project, and I know your goal is probably to outdo our class, right?
Well, I have a project in mind, and I haven't. It's something I've been working on independently for a little while. So
Okay.
hopefully I can get the class on board.
Yeah.
If they do, either way, it's going to be something that's going to be giving back directly to the Lincoln community.
Perfect.
For years and years to come.
Wonderful.
So look out for it on Saturday mornings.
A cat park?
I'm not saying no cat park. That's weird.
We did the dog park, so I don't know. Anyway.
That was a teaser. That means stay tuned.
Yeah. I like it. I can't wait. So I just want to give you guys another maybe minute or so, or maybe not quite a minute. That really ticks by slow. Maybe if you have shared the live video, please just comment shared, so we can get you entered into this week's raffle. I know a lot of you guys had commented and thanked Lew for his service and for everything he does. If you have also shared our live video, let us know that you've shared it, because apparently we have just a couple people who are entered into our raffle at this time to win those tickets. So we want to make sure that everybody who is sharing our live video is being counted for the raffle. Are you seeing any new entries?
Just two.
Just two.
Your odds are good. It'd be a great date night for somebody too.
Yeah. No.
Janice says that the dog park cannot be outmatched.
That's Janet Boris, obviously.
Sounds
Hi,
like a
Janet.
challenge. Hi.
I still like the
Hurry,
cat park.
comment, share. Hurry.
I know, Janet. Let us know you shared. Did you share? Did she share?
She hasn't commented shared, so no idea.
Okay.
She says since she won last week, she's not going to enter this week.
Okay, got it. Oh yeah, she's a classy lady. We like
Sue
her.
Martin did share.
Yay! Oh, who did? Sue?
Yeah.
Yay! Hi, Sue.
Sue, Monica, and Paul and Lisa.
All right.
Our
Usual.
diehards.
Yes, our regulars. Hi, guys. How
Yeah.
are you? Nice
Thanks
to
for
see you.
watching.
So we ready?
We are ready.
All right. We can almost do like eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Almost.
Yeah, I can't wait. Casino night's going to be a ton of fun.
It is. It really is.
Yeah.
Live music. All the casino games will be there, and it feels so good doing what you know is right. And come in and spend money because you know where it's going.
Right. Yeah, I know a lot of people are out at Thunder Valley on the weekends, and that money doesn't go anywhere. Get it to our veterans, help our veterans out and have fun doing it.
And
Yeah.
so do you have like professional dealers that come out and do this?
We do.
Oh, good
We
question.
do. So we will have, let's see, there will be craps, blackjack, poker tables, of course, the poker tournament. That'll be in a separate roped off area over there. The photo booths, let's see, I believe we'll have roulette out there also, so those who like to play the roulette.
Yeah.
And you play in script, and then what you win is raffle tickets for casino prizes. So you take your raffle tickets and you put them in there, and you get to win some really, really cool stuff.
That's awesome.
And we're constantly getting new donations. Old Town Pizza's donated a nice pizza box with gift certificates and all that in it, and so many of our local folk have donated, their services and their goods.
That's way cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So Janet said that she tuned in late, so she's wondering where she can buy tickets.
She can buy tickets online. We'll do the Vanna thing right there. You can call me at the number above, and we can work out whatever we need to do with that. I do have tickets on hand, so.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And Sue Martin actually let us know that she worked stand down in Sacramento County.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Very cool.
Oh,
Yep.
that's awesome.
That's a really good stand down.
Yeah.
That's an older stand down. That's a closed campus stand down too.
Right.
So
how long has Placer County stand down been?
8 years.
8 years.
Right.
Wow.
And we're one of the few that we welcome the families to come in and get their needs taken care of, because the homeless and poverty affects the entire family.
It does. It really does.
And we try to take care of the whole veteran.
Yes. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, are we just about ready here? All right.
All right. Winner. Try and just get one.
Casino night dinner.
Yeah.
There we go. Casino night, and
I'm like, I'm on the edge of my seat here, literally.
Paul and Lisa Hatton.
Hey! Congratulations, Paul and Lisa.
Give
Super
me
excited.
give me a call or PM me, and we'll set up a time I can get the tickets to you.
Yeah, and again, his number's right there, 916-207-9370.
Perfect.
All right, I
Right.
practiced that all morning before I... Thank you guys so much for
Awesome.
watching. This has been such an awesome
Yeah.
Lincoln Live, and I
Thank you.
appreciate your time, and I appreciate
Same
all
here.
that you do.
Thank you. Thank you
Again,
very
don't
much.
forget Casino night, Saturday, October 6th.
Yep.
What time?
5:30?
5:30 is happy hour. That's when all the hors d'oeuvres and everything will be out,
Yeah.
and then then it just rolls into itself. It'll run until 10 o'clock. We do recommend you Uber.
Yes.
Or carpool. Parking will be problematic there. We do have a shuttle going back and forth to the public parking in downtown Roseville to the Veteran Hall. So
Oh, good to know. You know
Yeah.
what? I always recommend Uber anyway if you're going to be having anything.
having a little cocktail or
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah, we will Uber.
Wine.
Right.
That's why we're giving them out at the end.
Oh, that's smart. Yeah. Well, we thank you guys so much for
Perfect.
watching, and you guys have a great day.
Thank you.